Hello, hello, and welcome here to Richmond and the Hot Fuel Racing Short Track League Season Number 2, Race 11, here with some ARCA cars. Looking like it's going to be a fun night. Twin 75s. So 275 lap features here tonight around the Richmond Speedway. Going to be a whole load of fun. About 7 minutes remaining here in practice. Hello, Greg Thilesen from Push to Edge Productions, bringing you all the action here with the Hot Fuel Racing League. Let's go ahead. We're going to look at our race info here tonight. The Hot Fuel Racing Short Track League here at Richmond Raceway. Season 2, race number 11. A 0.72 mile racetrack, 3/4 of a mile, just about. 40 mile an hour pit speed road limit. Overcast a little bit out there tonight. 76 degrees out there in the air temperature, and on the track, that's 100 degrees. So that track definitely getting pretty warm with these ARCA cars rolling around here for practice. About 11 mile an hour, 12 mile an hour wind to the south-southeast. Dry track surface. Fixed setups here tonight with the Hot Fuel Racing League. Normally they do custom fixed setups, but tonight they are running the Richmond ARCA setup from what I've heard. 0 additional sets of tires. Neither of these features you're going to get an additional set of tires, so you got to make that set last all 75 laps here tonight. Again, 0 fast repairs as well, so you got to take care of the race car there tonight as well. Again, using these ARCA race cars. 100% fuel load. They should be able to make it, I believe. They might have to make a stop for a splash and dash, but we will find out. And of course, Greg Thilesen up in the booth for Push to Edge Productions, bringing you all the action here with the Hot Fuel Racing Short Track League. Big shout out, big thank you there. Bright Flame Counseling, thank you for everything that you guys do for the Hot Fuel Racing Short Track League. Got about 5 minutes left in practice. Let's take a look. Up in practice, we got that 27 Orion Phillips on top of the board. Tyler Daniels, Fred Daniels, Austin Toller, Joshua Dunn, Kason Howe, Richard Culbertson, Travis Shepard, Christian Alston, Ken Dunn, race control out there, Devin Clark, Hunter Mitchell, Dylan Passetti, and Kevin Donahue rounding out the field here tonight up here on practice right now. But let's take a look. Let's look at those championship points here coming into the doubleheader at Richmond. Excuse me. Tyler Daniels coming in leading those points with 4 wins this season. See that case in out number 13. He's got 3 as well, so somebody to keep an eye out on. Travis Shepard, Joshua Dunn up there in the top 5. Fred Daniels also up in the top 5 there in points. Austin Toller, Ken Dunn, Richard Culbertson, Devin Clark, Hunter Mitchell, Christian Alston, John Spizak, Jason Berg, Robert Grugan Jr., Dylan Passetti, Jason Johnson, Landon Coleman, Kevin Donahue, Jim Grady Jr., and Eric Ryoka. Great look at their top 10s, top 5s. Being this is race 11, they can only make 10 starts here this season. Only driver to do that 45 there of Tyler Daniels. The most bonus points as well as the most top 10s. 9 top 5s as well, so almost every race, that 45 been up in the top 5. 4 wins along with that. That's just some awesome stats there for Tyler here this season. About 3 minutes left in practice. Let's take a look who's out here getting some practice. Fred Daniels in the 5 machine. working his way around this racetrack. We got that 45, Tyler Daniels. That Bright Flame Counseling Daniels Motorsports machine. That 91 just ahead of him there, Joshua Dunn. Case and Howe back here in the 13 hot rod. Saw him a little bit earlier, that 69 Cursa of Richard Culbertson. Just ahead of him there, that Monster Energy Menards Travis Shepard, number 44. That 51 Napa machine of Christian Austin. Just side by side there, that 17 Ken Dunn. Saw a little bit him as we are warming up the stream there in practice. We got Joshua Dunn up in the 91. Battling side by side right now with Tyler Daniels. Mustang versus Camry here. Don't see anybody we have not seen out here yet. Actually, we do got Race Control out here. Race Control, Nick, thank you, buddy. Being up in the booth, taking care of these drivers here tonight. But all right, we're going to go ahead, jump side by side. We're going to go to ads. Qualifying right around the corner. Greg Thilesen with Push to Edge Productions. Big thank you guys for stopping by the Hot Fuel Racing Short Track League. Season number 2, race 11 here from Richmond Raceway. We will be right back here from qualifying. All right, qualifying coming to a beginning here. Practice rolling to a close. Gonna start seeing some drivers make their way out onto that racetrack to get some qualifying complete. Watch that 46 Austin Toller get out onto that racetrack. He's going to start his qualifying run here. Richard Culbertson. That 69 machine making his way out as well. We also got the 27-year Ryan Phillips making his way out to that racetrack. The 44 also out as well, Travis Shepard. Well, look at that new quick time, Austin Toller. That 46 provisional pole for the time being right now. That 46 on top of the board. The 5-year, Fred Daniels sitting up in second. He gets very loose coming off of 4 there. Richard Culbertson, the 69, up to 3rd. And then that 27, Ryan Phillips, back to 4th, back to 5th now. So we got Toller. Oh, Fred. New quick time. The 27, Ryan Phillips, jumping at the top of the board. This Heatwave Visual machine jumping up to the top of the board. Travis second, up to second. Richard Culbertson up to third there. Austin Toller, Fred Daniels, Devin Clark, Dylan Passetti. Look at that. Donahue up to sixth there in that 56 Best Buy Ford Mustang here tonight. Remember, we got twin 75s here tonight. Donahue up to sixth. That second run, not any better there. Devin Clark, that Hooters number 8, pulling out to the racetrack. Also got that 77, the Sunoco. Dylan Passetti pulling out. Ken Dunn up to seventh there in the 17. Kason Howe up to sixth there in the 13. Nobody else out there on the racetrack, though. Devin Clark, let's see what that first lap for him is going to be. Set him up to eighth. And Ken Dunn jumps back that second lap there for the 17, up to eighth there. Now Devin Clark back in the ninth spot. See what he can get done on his final lap. Very loose coming off 4 there. See if he moves a position. He does not. All right, we got that Christian Alston, number 51 machine. Made his way out to the racetrack. Here is his lap number 1. Seventh spot for that 51 machine. See if he can make something happen here. Lap number 2. And Alston up to third place there for that Christian Alston number 51 machine. Got that 77 Dylan Passetti back out there. Don't think he did make a lap. He pulled out and then parked it before making a lap, I do believe. Believe that's lap number 1. That's going to place him 11th. And that second lap for the 77 up to 10th there. Tyler Daniels, the 45, made his way out to the racetrack. His first lap there sets him up to 8th. See what he's got here. Lap number 2 off of 4. Big wiggle. New quick time. The 45 there. Tyler Daniels. That Daniels Motorsports Bright Flame Counseling number 45 to the top of the boards. See that 91 here, Joshua Dunn pulling out to the racetrack. Timmy Neckerbecky out there sending some claps and an ice cream cone. Lightning bolt, much appreciated out there, buddy. Thank you for stopping by. We got Joshua Dunn, that 91, now out on his first lap. That was his warm-up lap there. See what he's got here. Lap number 1. Looking pretty good here. Across the stripe there for lap 1. Got one more to go, up to 9th there on his first lap. Oh, and around goes the 91. Through that front straightaway. 9th is going to be where he lands there, I do believe. Looks like no other race cars out there on the racetrack anymore. Still yet to qualify. Hunter Mitchell So up on the board right now, Tyler Daniels, Ryan Phillips, Travis Shepard, Christian Alston, Richard Culbertson, Austin Toller, Fred Daniels, Kason Howe, Joshua Dunn, Kevin Donahue, Dylan Passetti, Ken Dunn, Devin Clark, and that only driver yet to make a run, that 16 there, Hunter Mitchell. Well, qualifying coming to a close. It looks like Hunter not going to pull out. We got about 2 minutes left here in qualifying, so a little bit of time. But let's go ahead. We're going to jump to ads real quick. We will be right back. Back here at the sunny Richmond Raceway. The sun about to set. Twin 75s coming at you. 275 lap races. Gonna be coming at you here very shortly. Got about 1 minute left here in qualifying. Everybody going to get those last minute things done before we get gridded up. It's going to be a super fun one. I'm going to tell you what. Season number 2, race 11 here with the Hot Fuel Racing Short Track League. Some ARCA cars here at the Richmond Raceway. Much thank you. I see all those loves out there in the chat. Appreciate it. Over there on TikTok. Thank you guys stopping by, whether you're on the TikTok here tonight, over on the Facebook, stopping by on the YouTube. I much appreciate it. Again, Greg Thilesen up in the booth here. Push the Edge Productions. Hope you guys all having a good Tuesday night. Let's take a look, though. Where did those championship top 5 land here in qualifying? Daniels up on top, leading the way. Dunn back in 9th. Howe 8th, Shepard to 3rd, and Fred Daniels, that 5 machine, back to 7th. Tyler coming in, that championship leader, up on top of the board all season long. Been really tough to beat, I'm going to tell you what. And look at that. Race number 1, feature 1 here of our twin 75 lap features about to begin here. Let's go ahead. We're going to look at our starting grid here tonight. Starting out, row number 1, leading the field to that green flag here. That 45, Tyler Daniels. Ryan Phillips, the 27 machine, to his outside. Row number 1, Travis Shepard, Christian Alston, going to be rolling off row number 2. Richard Culbertson, Austin Toller, going to be rolling off row 3. Here in row 4, just inside that top 10, Fred Daniels, Kason Howe. And then rounding out that top 10, row number 5, we got Joshua Dunn, Kevin Donahue, a pair of some yellow race cars there on row 5. Dylan Passetti, Ken Dunn, going to be rolling off row number 6. There in row 7, we got Devin Clark and Race Control. Of course, Racing Control going to be up in the booth, so. But row 8, rounding out the field, Hunter Mitchell back there in 15th, that number 16 machine. Definitely expect some great racing here tonight. And the action coming your way. Go ahead and stick around. Some green flag action here from Richmond Raceway, the Hot Fuel Racing Short Track League. Going green momentarily. All right, welcome back. Welcome back to Richmond Raceway, the field. Double file those lights out on the pace truck. We are going green flag racing next time by. Out in front, Tyler Daniels, Ryan Phillips leading us to that green flag here. Travis Shepard, Christian Alston, Richard Culbertson, Austin Toller, Fred Daniels, Casey Now, Joshua Dunn, Kevin Donahue, those top 10. Keep your eye out on some of those drivers, but that pace truck down there to pit lane, off of turn number 4. We are into the restart zone, and green flag out here at Richmond Raceway for the Hot Fuel Racing Short Track League. Daniels with the early jump out in front. Shepard, he's got company up on the high side. Down on the bottom, the 51 there. Austin looking down below the 27. Ryan Phillips up on that top side. They are battling it out right now. They're back for third and fourth, trying to get around that 44 up there for second. But the battle right now, that is the battle for third. Austin down on the bottom, that 51 with the run. Off of turn 4, not going to self-clear himself. Might be one of the smarter moves. They're able to gain a little bit of ground now. The 69 down there to the bottom. He's looking to get past that 27, and he does not. That 27 closes that door. We're all single file now. Most of the field single file. Little bit of looking down below that car in front of you, but here early, we're single file. Those drivers going to have to start working on that lap time. Maybe using those bumpers here tonight. A big shout out everybody hanging out. We see Kelly Jordan out there. Cage the Ego. Yeah, the Milo's extra sweet tea definitely got drank there on that last ad play. I will tell you what. Trying to get some of that down in the gullet for sure. But out in front, look at that. A little bit of a gap separating. Almost a half second. That 45 has on that 44 there, Travis Shepard. So we look out the back of that number 45, Tyler Daniels. That gap starting to increase a little bit. And he's got some company, the 51, looking to that outside of the 44 there, Travis Shepard. The gap starting to build as well. Tell you what. Now that battle, look at that. The battle for second. Alston down to the bottom. He wants that second position up there in that Napa number 51. Side by side, they are battling it out hard right now. Big shout out. Timmy's still hanging out there in the TikTok. I see sending some more gifts out there. Go popular. Few more roses. I appreciate it, buddy. Thank you so much. Coming to lap 10. These laps really starting to tick off here. Out in front, Tyler Daniels. He wants to see these second, third, and fourth place drivers mixing it up. That'll let him start getting away from the field. As you see that gap almost up to a second now. Looking off the nose there of that 44, Travis Shepard. 45 starting to pull away just a little bit. That pink Bright Flame counseling machine having a good run out front. That clean air definitely helping them. Yo Soy Jane enjoying the race from 34,000 feet in the air in an airplane. Let's go Duns. Awesome. Love to see that you're checking us out from up in the sky. That's pretty cool. But they're really battling it out. Look at that. Back here for the top 5. Richard Culbertson side by side with that 5 there of Fred Daniels, the 13. Kaysen Howe looking to make it 3 wide almost. Oh, and he gets up in the wall. Fortunately, making some contact there with that outside wall. Turn number 4. Looked like the seas were going to open for that 13, and they did not. Now, Culbertson, the 69, up into the wall. Yellow flag comes out. It looks like Dylan Passetti going to be involved in that one. What just happened? Not quite sure. Oh no, the 77 hard into that infield wall, up, out, back onto the racetrack. Not what you want to see. Let's take a look back here at that. We're going to take a rewind. What happened? Okay, that's a better view. So gets loose off of 4, up into that outside wall, trying to stay out of trouble. Dives down low to try to stay out of the way. And make some contact there with that inside wall. Interesting. He dives down to the bottom. He sees that 8. Oh no, I gotta move more. Loses control. Fortunately, just making contact there with the inside wall. He has been teleported back there to pit lane. That 77. A lot of damage out there out front, but wow, a lot of cars down there coming to pit road. It looks like Ryan Phillips, Devin Clark has not. Then the rest of the field, they made their way down to pit road. Tyler Daniels, Travis Shepard, Christian Alston, Richard Culbertson, Fred Daniels, Joshua Dunn, Austin Toller, Kaysen Howe, your top 10. Well, let's go ahead. We need some of that extra sweet Milo sweet tea back down the throat. Let's go ahead. We will be right back. Green flag action from Richmond Raceway, right around the corner. Hot Fuel Racing Short Track League. Big shout out. Bright Flame Counseling. Everything you do here for the league. But stick around. We will be right back. All right, let's take a look here at that top 10 before we get back. Green flag racing that field, making their way down that backstretch. Ryan Phillips, Devin Clark elected to stay out there on that caution flag. Everybody else coming down pit road. Tyler Daniels, Travis Shepard, Christian Alston, Richard Culbertson, Fred Daniels, Joshua Dunn, Austin Toller, Kaysen Howe. Going to be your top 10. Then we got Donahue, Dunn, Mitchell, Passetti rounding out the field. Green flag out on the racetrack. Look at that. Ryan Phillips able to really get an advantage out in front. The 45 there, Daniels, down to the bottom. They all got that little bit of splash and gas, a little bit of fuel. Maybe worked on their race cars just a little bit. New race leader, Ryan Phillips out in front in that 27. That previous race leader there, Tyler Daniels, your pole sitter, right behind him, that 45. trying to track down that 27 right now. Riding on board with that race leader. That track possession definitely going to help that 27 quite a bit. Clean air definitely makes quite a bit of difference here in these ARCA cars. Short track racing, though, definitely can stick your nose down there. We saw Tyler Daniels, that 45 Toyota Camry, look into that inside lane, seeing if he can make something happen. That 27 just leaving enough room. A big slide there from the 27. It looks like that 45 a little too close. He had to lift out. Did not get the benefit of the run on that one. But down, back to the bottom. The 27. Very loose off of turn 2 there. Good recovery, but look at that. New race leader Tyler Daniels takes back control of the race lead. Back out in front. Big thank you. Still seeing all those hearts out there on the TikTok. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Much appreciated. See Frank jumping in on the TikTok. We're here with the Hot Fuel Racing League, Short Track League. ARCA cars here tonight. They rotate cars. We got a twin feature, twin 75 here tonight on feature race number 1. Tyler Daniels, that Bright Flame Counseling number 45, out in front currently. Let's go ahead. Let's do a top 10 rundown right now. Christian Alston, he's battled his way up to that second spot. Just got by that 44 there, Travis Shepard, and that 27 Orion Phillips. Phillips currently up in that third spot. He's on that outside lane, battling hard here with that 44 there, Travis Shepard. That Monster Energy Menards machine here this week, battling with that Heat Wave number 27 there of Phillips. Out there on the outside, big moment. Little loose there again for that 27. The sun definitely starting to set. This is fixed setups here tonight, Frank. Oh no, the 27 out into the wall. Ryan Phillips, a big mistake out of turn 2. Fortunately, making his way up into that outside wall. And Daniels, he loves to see this. Tyler out in front, holding that race lead right now. Would love to see these drivers behind him fighting it out. I'll tell you what, Christian Alston, that 51, now up to that second spot. Started back there in 4th. Look at that. Gainer, bigger movers and shakers up there on the tower. Christian up 2. Jumping a little farther back, Travis Shepard up there in 3rd. Fred Daniels finds himself up 3 positions. Starting back in that 7th spot. Kason Howe, that 13, he's making his way up the racetrack as well. Up 2 spots, up to 6. He's side by side right now with that Ryan Phillips, number 27. Take a look at that race recap real quick. "29 laps complete already here in feature number 1. We got a double feature here tonight. Twin 75s. So quite a bit of racing left, but 30 laps complete as we cross the stripe here on the first one. We're already almost halfway. Tyler Daniels out front, 1 caution flag for 4 laps so far. That 1 lead change there. Ryan Phillips able to capture that lead, but Daniels back out in front of the race in that 45 machine. The most wins this season. Definitely got to watch out for that 45 Tyler Daniels. Always a threat for the win. Let's see, where's our closest battle right now? Culbertson and Howe duking it out right now. About 2/10 separating that 69 from that 13 machine right now. Phillips and Dunn as well just behind. They are not too far spread out as well. This is a little bit of a follow the leader racetrack, unfortunately, it looks like tonight. Definitely one preferred groove right there down there on the bottom. Some guys working that outside, but I will tell you what, that inside lane really working well. But let's go ahead. While we got the shot, let's go ahead and hear the sights and the sounds here of the Hot Fuel Racing Short Track League. Let's go ahead and crank it up. All right, a little bit of a crank it up there for you guys. Hope you enjoyed that. Still single file for the majority of the field. Really going to be hard to make a run here at Richmond Raceway. Oh, a little bit of a bumper action there. Caught that live on the screen, that 69 there. Culbertson got that bumper there from Case and Howe back there in the 13 machine. Jump on board with that Swag Racing Case and Howe, number 13. Trying to chase down the 69 right now. Little look at the telemetry, how fast these drivers going out here at Richmond. 136, that high speed I saw there. Entering turn number 3. Down into the 90-mile-an-hour range. 143 there as a high speed. Entering turn number 1. All over that back bumper, that 69 right now. That 13 there, Case and Howe. Trying to do everything that he can do to get a run built up. But it's such a one-lane racetrack. Trying to use a little bit of that high side dive down there to the bottom. Straight line off, a little bit of run. No, he gets loose there, unfortunately. Looks like this is still going to be our closest battle. It is. Right here, the closest cars out there on the racetrack. Duking it out right now. See that Phillips, number 27. He's trying to hold off that 91 here, Joshua Dunn. Coming to 42 laps complete here of our 75 lap feature number 1. Tyler Daniels still out in front. That 45 Bright Flame counseling machine showing the field why he's the championship leader. Taking a look at that. Look at that championship top 5. Daniels out on top. Joshua Dunn back in 8th right now in that 91. Case and Howe up to 6th. Travis Shepard up to 3rd. And Fred Daniels up to 4th. Great look at that championship top 5 and just how they're doing here tonight. That gap up to 1.7 seconds. Back here to that 51 of Christian Alston. He's also got a whole second and a half built up to that car behind him, that 44 Travis Shepard. So definitely starting to get some separation out in front. Let's take a look here. Christian versus Travis over the last 5 laps. Christian starting to make a little bit of a move there. Oh, I don't know why it's got P2 for both of them. Alston back in third. Shepard. No, excuse me. Alston up in second. Shepard back in third. P2 messing me up there. No, actually, Shepard in the 44. Starting to lose a little bit of time, unfortunately. To that car up ahead. 29 laps left to go. They are really winding down quickly here. 47 laps complete. Tyler Daniels, excuse me. Tyler Daniels still your race leader. One caution flag for that 4 laps. Good green flag run here we got going on. Really starting to separate these drivers as well. The battle is on though. Howe and Phillips. That 27 of Phillips. He's trying to make that outside lane work to try to get around this 13. As the 13 trying to dive down to the bottom. He wants past that Richard Culbertson, number 69. But big thank you to all the fans out here watching, whether you're on TikTok, YouTube, or on the Facebook. Here, Push Edge Productions, Greg Thilesen, up in the booth. We're watching the Hot Fuel Racing Short Track League. Culbertson down on the bottom, fighting side by side with Howe. That 13 out on the outside. Under 30 to go. Coming at 25 laps to go next time by. See Kevin Pettis out there watching with us over on the TikTok. Big thank you, buddy, stopping by. Neckerbecky sending all those gifts earlier. Much appreciated there to Timmy. Kelly Jordan out there in the YouTube, as well as Rob Cage Ego out there hanging out. Yo Soy Jane, excuse me, out there in the YouTube as well. Big thank you all you guys stopping by, cheering on your favorite drivers here tonight. 24 laps left to go. Things are heating up. That 27 again out into that outside wall. The 69 now, Culbertson moving up the racetrack. We see that Austin Toller, number 46, down to the bottom. He's looking to make up some spots there on that inside lane. As that 27 again. No, the 69. Oh, no. Toller goes around. Yellow flag comes out. Toller is around. Off the nose there of Richard Culbertson. Let's take a look there at that one. The 69 on that high side. And then that Austin Toller, number 46, down there on the inside. Culbertson making some contact there with the wall. And then that 46 of Toller coming across the nose there of Richard Culbertson. They both go around. Caution flag back out here for the second time. Let's take a look back at that one. Boy, oh boy. Watch this one full speed here. Oh, man. Not what you want to see. Caution flag back out that 46 down there on pit road for sure. Gonna see that 69 down there as well, I would assume. But caution flag back out the field down to pit road. Let me go get some of that Milo's extra sweet tea. I will be right back. Back here at Richmond Raceway, that 45 back out in front. I do believe that's that 8, Devin Clark. He is a lap down, I would think. Actually, quite a few laps down. 15 laps down for that 8 machine. So they're going to let him get waved by. He did not elect to take his pit stop. The rest of those lead lap cars all coming down the pit road. Getting a splash of gas here. Under the second caution flag. Lap 57, 58 here as we cross the stripe of our 75 scheduled distance. Drivers will have 3 green-white checkered attempt here tonight. Big shout out Bob W out there in the chat. I see those hearts out there. Appreciate it, buddy. Hope you're having a good Tuesday night here. The Hot Fuel Racing Short Track League putting on a show. These ARCA cars around the Richmond Raceway sure are putting on a good show here for you fans tonight. Again, Kelly Jordan out there. Rob over there on the YouTube. Thank you for stopping by as well. Yo Soy Jane as well. But let's take a look. That top 10 before we go green. Daniels, Alston, Howe, Shepard, Daniels, Phillips, Dunn, Donahue, Dunn, and Culbertson. Green flag back out in the air. We are back racing here at Richmond Raceway. The field down in the turn 1 and 2. We are still side by side. Back there for 3rd and 4th. Alston able to slot there into 2nd. Daniels, Tyler Daniels, that 45 machine, out in front, able to control that race lead now. 16 laps left to go. 15 next time by. Things are really starting to get spicy here. Down that back straightaway they go. Still side by side here, back in the back. That would be that 27 looking for that spot there on the inside. The 91 there, Joshua Dunn, trying to find some room on that outside lane. Not able to get it done there. Fred Daniels in that 5 with company from behind. That's that heat wave visuals. Ryan Phillips, number 27. We hop on board with him. Now he's trying that outside lane. Not able to get it done there, though. Still single file. Making a look for it, but not really side by side here quite yet. A little move there from the 5. Daniels to the bottom. Howe up there to the top. That's Fred Daniels, that number 5 machine. 13 laps to go. They are ticking away. Tell you what, they are battling it out back here, though. Phillips once again looking at the bottom there on Fred Daniels. Out of turn number 4. He pulls alongside door to door, side by side into 1. The sun is setting here at Richmond. 10 laps left to go here. Feature race number 1. We got 2 features here tonight. Side by side once again. That 27 down to the bottom. Some contact there with that Fred Daniels 5 machine. They are rubbing doors right now. 10 laps left to go out in front. Daniels still's got a half a second lead back to Alston and a half second back to Travis Shepard. And then back to Howe. We got a whole second and a half. Right now, this is our closest battle for position. That 91 on the outside, Joshua Dunn. Ryan Phillips down there on the bottom. Might go 3 wide here. Side by side, the 27 and the 5. Oh, contact. The 91 into the inside wall. Boy, oh boy, that is getting hectic. 8 laps left to go. They are battling it out here. Every position matters. That 56 has entered the conversation as well. Kevin Donahue in that Ford Mustang. looking for a few spots. Jump back out front, though. Tyler Daniels, that 45 machine, leading the way to this race end right now. Started out there on the pole, has led the whole race, I do believe, except for a few laps. There by that 27, Ryan Phillips, with 7 laps led. Let's take a look here as the laps take away. 6 laps left to go. How our biggest mover up 4 spots. Devin Clark up 2. Mitchell, Dunn, and Daniels all up 2 spots. Who's the fastest? 5 for 5. Daniels hitting his mark out in front. Still the fastest driver with the fastest lap average over the last 5 laps as well. Howe, Shepard, Alston, and Daniels on that one. Shepard really started to make some headway up to Alston, but they're about shared pace. Let's take a look back at that one. They are starting to close in a little bit. No, still losing ever so slightly. They're about shared pace, I would say. They're that 51 and the 44 there. The battle for third. Battle for second, excuse me. Three laps left to go, though. Daniels with a big advantage. Not sure anybody going to be able to knock off that 45 without a big mistake. 2 laps left to go next time by. Down that back straightaway, Tyler Daniels coming to the white flag here. Last lap sponsored there by Bright Flame Counseling. The 45 Bright Flame Counseling. Tyler Daniels, Daniels Motorsports Machine. Looks like he might just get it done here tonight. Around turn number 3 and 4. The checkered flag will go to Tyler Daniels. Feature race number 1 here at Richmond Raceway. Great job there by him. What a night. That 45 feature race number 1 winner. Little bit of a warm-up. Let's see. We can get a hold of them here. Not sure if it's going to give me the race results either then. See if it will. There we go. All right, he race 1. I'm going to call it feature race 1. Tyler Daniels coming out on top. 68 laps led, the most laps led. Hard Charger. What? How did he get Hard Charger? He started on the pole. Not sure what that's all about, but okay. Christian Alston, the 51 there, second. Travis Shepard there in third. 53 miles. So we're going 106 miles here tonight after we race feature race 2. 0 green flag lead changes, but 2 different leaders. That 27 Ryan Phillips able to take the lead after that caution that he did not elect to pit on. We did have 2 caution flags. Not sure how many laps, not correct here, unfortunately, but great race there. Alston, Shepard, Howe, Phillips with top 5s, Fred Daniels, Richard Culbertson, Joshua Dunn, Kevin Dunn, and Kevin Donahue, excuse me. Devin Clark, Austin Toller, Hunter Mitchell, Dylan Passetti there for that one. Will my podium for that work? No, it will not. All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and break side by side. I'm going to write that down. We're going to talk to them later, actually. All right, stick around. I need some Milo's extra sweet tea. I'm going to leave these results up here for right now as they go through warm-up. Actually, no, I'll drop these, give you a view of the track. We will be right back. All right. Welcome back here, Richmond Raceway. Appreciate you guys hanging out. Little bit of warm up. I think we got about 3 minutes left on warm up, and feature race number 2 gonna kick off. All right, guys. All right, guys. Welcome back. Richmond Raceway here. Feature race number 2 going to be coming at you live here very shortly. The Hot Fuel Racing Short Track League here. Race number 11 of Season 2. Little double feature here tonight. 75 laps in the book, 75 laps left to go. These drivers going through a little warm-up here, letting them go stretch their legs, use the bathroom, and get ready here for feature race number 2. Got only race control out there on the track at the moment. It looks like none of the drivers out there getting some laps at the moment. Trying to mess with that podium to get it to work, but could not make it work. So we're going to do those interviews there from feature race number 1 there at the end for Tyler Daniels, Christian Alston, and Travis Shepard, your podium there for the first feature race. We're going to do it there in the middle, but I couldn't get STK to cooperate with a podium for a heat winner. Not sure why it wouldn't do that for me, but it just would not work. So, but thank you guys stopping by. Greg Thilesen from Push Edge Productions up in the booth right now, bringing you all the action here with the Hot Fuel Racing League. We got a packed week full of racing as well. Tomorrow, Wednesday, August 26th, Inspired Racing League Platinum Truck Series. They take their trucks over to IRP. Friday will be my race day, my fun race day there with the Midwest Racing Fun League. That starts 8 p.m. Eastern. And then Friday is going to be a triple header there for myself, taking a load at Trucks, O'Reilly, and the Next Gen car. Saturday will be the Heat Series. Excuse me, that's going to be Labor Day Saturday. So Saturday, we are not running, I believe. And then, because that is Labor Day Saturday. Pretty sure, yeah, Saturday we're going to be off. Sunday, the Rogue Racing League heads to Coronado. That's going to be fun there, August 30th. And then the Inspired Cup Series there Monday, Darlington. That's going to be a whole load of fun there with the Gen 6 cars. Start of the chase as well, so very interesting. Getting to the end of the Cup Series there with the Inspired Racing League. And then next week, Hot Fuel Racing heads to Kern with the late model stocks. That's going to be a whole lot of fun. The last race of season number 2. All right, the feature number 2 about to get started here. Driver's going to start gridding up here very soon. Let's take a look at our starting grid here tonight. Feature race number 2. Oop. Why did it give me that one? Whoopsies, wrong button. Ryan Phillips going to start front row, leading the point. Case and Al going to be to his outside there. Travis Shepard and Christian Alston going to be starting off row number 2. Tyler Daniels, Fred Daniels, the Daniels row, there, row number 3. Row 4, just inside that top 10, Richard Culbertson, Joshua Dunn. And then row 5, rounding out that top 10. That's going to be Kevin Donahue and Ken Dunn. Devin Clark and Austin Toller going to be rolling off there, row number 6. And row 7, Hunter Mitchell, Dylan Passetti. Then rounding out that field here tonight, Race Control back in 15th. Unfortunately, not going to be racing. He's going to be up in the booth making sure these drivers are behaving. But we're making our way out to the racetrack. Pacing has begun. Little bit of a shake-up, a little bit of an invert here for the second feature. So, really curious to see how this shakes out. Will the drivers ending up on top of feature 1 end back up on top here of feature race number 2? So I just got word we want to take a look here at those ribbons on the back of that Tyler Daniels number 45. Those ribbons for endometriosis awareness. So big shout out there for that 45. Tyler Daniels got the ribbons there. Supporting the cause. That Bright Flame Counseling number 45. Green flag is out though. We are racing here. Battling out. We're already 3 wide here in feature number 2. Daniels down on the bottom. That's Tyler Daniels. Fred Daniels, the 5, was up on the top. And they were 3 wide. Wow, oh wow, we are on board. They're 3 wide once again. Shepard down to the bottom, the 27 through the middle. Fred Daniels up to that high side, making their moves forward right now. Boy, oh boy, it's getting spicy here early in featured race number 2. Side by side now, Daniels down to the bottom. Fred Daniels looking to get past that 44, Travis Shepard. Tyler Daniels working his way past that Ryan Phillips, number 27 as well. Down there on the bottom, he dives up to that high side to protect. Now he's pulling just along to that back bumper now of that Fred Daniels number 5 looking back. Yellow flag has come out. Oh no. Looks like Christian Alston might be involved. Nope. Let's take a look. Let's see what happened here. Not sure quite who that happened with. We're going to have to find out what happened there. We're already yellow here, so I'm not sure. Might have missed it. Oh, pretty sure I saw it there. Pretty sure it was right there. Oh, the 27... Ryan Phillips gonna bring out that yellow flag. Let's take a look back here at this. Getting some help there from the 91. Coming down there to turn 3, the 91 of Joshua Dunn. He dives down there into the inside that Jan's Racing Ford Mustang. The 27 following that 45 a little bit. He gets that bumper there, that Chevy, out into that outside wall. Hard damage for that 27. Ouch. That definitely did not look good. Yellow flag is out. Wow, oh wow, that was a rough one there. Caution flag number 1 here for feature race number 2. Those lights still out on the pace car. We're going to go green flag next time by. Go ahead, stick around. We're going to go jump side by side to an ad real quick. Let me get some of that Milo's Extra Sweet Tea. Big shout out, Bright Flame Counseling, for everything you do here for the Hot Fuel Racing Short Track League. But stick around. We'll be right back. Green flag action right around the corner. Pace truck down to pit lane. We're getting ready to go back. Green flag racing our top 10 right now. Casey now, Travis Shepard, Fred Daniels, Tyler Daniels, Richard Culbertson, Ryan Phillips, Devin Clark, Ken Dunn, Dylan Passetti, Hunter Mitchell. They are battling it out right now. This second feature definitely looking a little bit tougher there for that 45. Trying to methodically work his way back through the field. Of course, the winner there of feature race number 1 had the most speed out of anybody, but he's got to work his way back up through the field due to that invert there. He's working his way back up, though. Tell you what. Great look back at those fibromyalgia, or endometriosis, excuse me, ribbons there on the back of that 45. Oh, diving down into the inside there of Fred Daniels in the 5. Fred gets very loose off of turn number 2. A great battle watching on board here with Richard Culbertson in the 69 machine. That Cursa hot rod. They're banging doors. The Daniels boys side by side right now. Tyler Daniels on the inside. Fred Daniels out there on the outside. Battling very hard here for that 3rd spot. Fred holding that spot right now. The Ford Mustang out there on the outside. That Toyota Camry there of Tyler on the inside. Tyler making the best of the 5. Almost had him cleared there off of turn number 2. Able to dive it a little bit deeper there than Fred. Fred giving up that 3rd spot there to Tyler. And now look at this. The battle for the race lead. Case and Hal, Travis Shepard. They are side by side. The 44 down to the bottom. He wants that race lead from that 13 of Case and Hal. Able to work that one back out. Hal back out in front. Able to take control once again. Started back in 2nd. It looks like that 27 started out in front, falling back all the way to 6th. Little look at our biggest gainers right now. Devin Clark on that list. Falling a little back here. That 8 machine. He's back up to 7th. Up 4 spots. Started back in 11th. Dylan Passetti up to 11th. Started back in that 14th spot. We got Hunter Mitchell, the 16. He's up 3 spots. Up in 10th right now. Started back 13th. Take a look there. Battling it out there, though. Side by side, Ken Dunn and Joshua Dunn. Ken letting that Joshua 91 by him there. Little more side by side. Tyler Daniels trying to get up to 2nd now. Travis Shepard in the 44 out there on the outside, that Menards machine. Doing everything he can to stay out in front of that 45. Your championship leader coming into Richmond here. And feature race 1 winner. What a battle out in front, I'll tell you what. Let's take a look. Let's hear the sights and the sounds here of the Hot Fuel Racing League. Let's go ahead and crank it up. Thank you for listening to the sights and the sounds here. The Fule Racing League. Appreciate everybody here with me tonight, whether you're on the YouTube, over on the TikTok, or you're on our Facebook here tonight. Very much appreciated. Hope you guys all having a great night. The racing has been amazing. I'll tell you what, these drivers definitely doing a great job here tonight. Watching that driver of that 44, Travis Shepard, out in front. They're still side by side. The 45 down on the bottom, the 44 up on the top. This battle is definitely a tough one here. Tyler Daniels, Travis Shepard, they are battling it out. Side by side, going on lap after lap. Take a look a little bit at the race data of it. Looks like Daniels gaining a little bit, that lap time a little bit faster there for that 45 than that 44 machine. But they are catching that 13 as well. Howe out in front. He's starting to fade back to that Mustang Menards number 44, Travis Shepard. Shepard down there in the middle, the top three, all kind of well within one another. Green flag here for the most part. We had that one yellow there a little bit early. 28 laps complete of our 75 scheduled distance. See those gaps starting to increase back there in the back of the field. These top three right now, they are all kind of well within one another. Case and Al, that race leader though, really leading some laps out there. Phillips able to lead that first lap, but after that, Case and Al able to pounce on that track position. Take a look, last fastest 5 for 5s. Tyler Daniels on the top of that one, and look at that. Finally made his pass there on that 44, Travis Shepard. Tyler up to second now. Case and Al second on that list. Travis Shepard third. Fred Daniels, Richard Culbertson, your fastest 5 for 5. They are really battling it out. I'm going to expect that Daniels machine to start really charging hard towards this Howe, number 13, as we jump on board with Howe. Take a little telemetry look at him. See just how much of that bottom yellow paint that 45 of Daniels using. We see Howe kind of right there on that same line, the bottom side, really where you want to be here tonight. Trying to get it nice and straight off, keeping as much momentum as you possibly can. Little dive there into the entry of the corner. Late breaker there from the 45. Some time gained. 134 there as a top speed. Look at that. The 45 really starting to make up some ground there at the entry of the corners. Tyler Daniels now, every last 5 laps he's gained on this number 13 at Case and Al. We're riding on board. The battle for the race lead right now. Shepard not far behind in that 44 there as well though. Coming to about that halfway mark. Not too many more laps. Battle for the race lead. Let's see what other battles out there pretty close there. Culbertson and Fred Daniels battling it out back here. That's 69 and the 5. Also, that Passetti, number 77, and Devin Clark. A little bit of battling going out here for that top 10 spot. Passetti up in 9th. Clark back in 10th right now. It's one sweet looking hot rod there. That Hooters camo number 8 there for Devin Clark. Might be my favorite paint scheme tonight. Got the Sunoco 77 here, Dylan Passetti there for Rogue Racing. Up there in 9th, doing a little reverse top 10 rundown. We're going up the board. Up in 8th, Ken Dunn, that number 17 machine. Joshua Dunn, the 91. He's in some traffic right now. The 27, Richard Phillips, out there on the outside. He's still trying to battle with that 27 here in feature 2 now. Ahead of them, we got that 69, Richard Culbertson. He is hard fought in a battle here with that number 5 there of Fred Daniels. Bagman Senior over there on the TikTok stopping by. Much appreciated, buddy. I hope you're having a good Tuesday night. Kelly Jordan, Rob, Diane Blanning, Yo Soy Jane out there in the YouTube. Thank you guys all for stopping by as well. We got Travis Shepard up here in the top 3. But look at that, the battle for the race lead right now. Starting to heat up. Tyler Daniels, that 45 Bright Flame Counseling. Daniels Motorsports, number 45. Feature race number 1 here tonight. As we make our way to feature race number 2. Almost halfway done with this second feature. Daniels winning that. Up to second. Howe just ahead of him, that 13 machine. Kason Howe has been able to hold off that 45 right now. Take a look back at our race recap, though, as we went through the field from that 10th spot all the way up to first. Kason Howe, of course, that race leader. 44 laps complete. 1 caution flag here in feature race number 2. That was real early there as well. Fortunately, that 27 finding that outside wall there, turn number 3. Look at that race tracker down there on the bottom of the race recap. Green flag run here. Great long green flag run. Out front, though, Kason Howe, Tyler Daniels. I expect that battle to really start picking up here as the laps really start to wind down. 30 laps left here to go at Richmond Raceway. Big shout out, Bright Flame Counseling, for everything that you do here for the Hot Fuel Racing Short Track League. Take a look how those top 5 in the championship running here now. Tyler Daniels back there in second. Joshua Dunn, the 91, back in 6th. Travis Shep, or Kason Howe in 3rd in the championship. Up in the top spot right now. Shepard back in 3rd and Daniels back in 4th. That's Fred Daniels. All in the top 5 right now. Looking really good here. What a battle. What a battle. The race leaders, look at that. They are going to have to start dealing with some lap traffic as well. Out ahead, that is the lap traffic cars of Hunter Mitchell, the 16 right there. Dylan Passetti in the 77 and the 8 there of Devin Clark. Lap leaders, race leaders coming into some lap traffic. This might definitely play into the race determining factor right now. Howe still out in front. Can Daniels, Tyler Daniels in that 45, able to capitalize on a mistake, making it through traffic possibly. 25 laps left to go. That 77 giving him the bottom up to the top side there for Dylan Passetti. Putting that 13 in a little bit of a predicament there. The 45, he takes it 3 wide. He is side by side there with that 77 of Passetti. Not able to get it done there though. Might have actually hurt that 45 a little bit. Putting it 3 wide there. That was, wow. He's falling back a little bit. Now, Case and Howe with a little bit of breathing room here. Able to make it to the bottom side there. Devin Clark, that Hooters number 8 machine. Oh, somebody, I believe that was Hunter Mitchell down almost sideways and around there off of 2. Able to collect it. Great job there by him. But Case and Howe out in front. Oh no, Devin Clark gets the bumper there from Tyler Daniels. Don't know if he was blocking him or he's just going to take his lane, and unfortunately, that's the lane Tyler wanted. Looking out that left rear, the Daniels Motorsports, Bright Flame Counseling 45, Tyler Daniels. We watch back in third, still working his way through. That's Travis Shepard. That Monster Energy Menards, number 44. 20 laps left to go. Only 20 laps remain here. Let's go ahead and ride on board here with that Tyler Daniels, number 45. Trying to chase down that 13 of Case and Howe. He's got about 0.3 of a second built up out front right now. In front of this 45 of Tyler Daniels. Tyler was able to get it done there on feature race number 1. Can he do it again here in our twin 75s? Can he do it back to back? That is the question. And can Case and Howe hold on that 13 machine? $17 to go across the stripe. It's really coming down to the end right now. Let's see who's our closest battles right now. Daniels and Culbertson. That's Fred Daniels and Richard Culbertson back here. Howe and Daniels also still pretty close though. Oh no, Fred Daniels. That 5 into the wall off of turn 2 there. That puts the 27 in him side by side. There through 3 and 4. Still side by side, the 27 there, Ryan Phillips. Falls back to 7th there. Does not give much more chase. 15 to go this time by. Let's go ahead one more time before we get out of here. Let's hear the sights and the sounds here of the Hot Fuel Racing Short Track League. Let's go ahead and crank it up. Big thank you. Checking out a little bit of the sights and the sounds here of the Hot Fuel Racing Short Track League. But look at that out front. They are really battling it out, casing out Tyler Daniels. 11 laps left to go. That battle for the race lead is heating up, and they are a second and a half ahead of that 44 Travis Shepard. He's got 6 seconds back to that 91 of Joshua Dunn. I think he's comfortably in the podium, but look at this. Daniels rubbing doors on the outside of Howe. Coming to 10 to go. Howe will not give up that bottom lane. He is forcing Tyler Daniels in that 45 to pass him the long way around this racetrack. Oh, and he does. New race leader. Wow, oh wow. Tyler Daniels able to pull off the pass there late. 9 laps left to go. Howe was really able to hold off that 45 for a ways, but not anymore. Once again, though, endometriosis awareness ribbons there on the back of that Bright Flame Counseling. Daniels Motorsports, 45 of Tyler Daniels. So big shout out there for endometriosis awareness. Coming down to the end, though, can he get it done? Casing out that 13. Can he get back by? A big run all the way up to that back bumper. A little bit of a bump. Will it be enough here? Trying to get him loose going down there to turn 1. Off of 2, falls back a little bit. The battle for the race win here. Feature race number 2 here tonight. Twin 75s. Jennifer Bray out there in the chat. Woohoo, go Tyler. Big shout out Kelly Jordan, been in the chat all night as well. Over there on the YouTube. Big thank you Timmy Neckerbecky over there stopping by the TikTok. Dropping a whole bunch of gifts, roses and go populars, hand hearts. Whole bunch of stuff out there. Ice cream cones, heart me's. Lightning bolts, dropping a whole bunch of stuff. I love it. Thank you, buddy, so much. But guess what? 5 laps to go. 4 at the line. Can Howe get back around Tyler Daniels and that 45 machine? It's gonna be the question. Casing out Tyler Daniels coming down to the end of this thing. Howe is starting to lose some time, unfortunately. Starting to fall back, that gap back up to 3.5 tenths of a second. Back down to 3 tenths there. Don't know if he's got enough, saving a last minute ditch effort. What has he got for that 45 of Tyler Daniels? Jumping back, Travis Shepard with 2 to go, back in 3rd. In contention for another podium here tonight. Joshua Dunn back to 5th. Richard Culbertson fighting through some lap traffic. Ryan Phillips just outside of that top 5. Fred Daniels back to 7th. Ken Dunn, Devin Clark, and Dylan Passetti, your top 10. But white flag for that 45 there. Tyler Daniels. Can he do it again? No mistakes here on this last lap. How a big mistake there off of 2. A big slide. Look at that. Tyler Daniels will sweep it here at Richmond Raceway. Feature race number 2. What a race, that Bright Flame Counseling. Daniels Motorsports number 45. Endometriosis awareness there on that car there tonight. What a big win for that 45. Casey Howe there in 2nd. Travis Shepard finishing that run there for the podium. Tyler Daniels, the 45, sweeps the Richmond Twin 75s here with the Hot Fule Racing Short Track League. Definitely a big celebration now down there, burning it up. What a burnout. He is burning it down there, that Daniels Motorsports 45. Oh, there goes the motor letting go. What a great night. What a great night. Let's go ahead, take a look at those race results here for feature race number 2. The Hot Fule Racing Short Track League, sponsored by the Bright Flame Counseling PLLC. Big shout out to them. Daniels Motorsports Bright Flame Counseling number 45. Tyler Daniels able to sweep the night. What a night there for them. Case and Howe coming home with a podium. Travis Shepard back there in third. The Richmond Raceway 3/4 mile, 75 lap. Our total distance here in feature 2, 53 miles on this one. 1 green flag lead change, 2 different leaders. What a great night. 1 caution flag, 4 total laps. Ryan Phillips, after that invert, able to take the pole. He drops back to 6th. Almost a top 5 run there for him. Tyler Daniels, the fastest lap and the hard charger. He gained 4 spots there, starting back in 5th after that invert, after the first feature. Able to sweep the night. Congratulations there to him. What a great run. Case and Howe, the most laps led in that 13 machine. 64 of the 75 led. Such a shame. Able to capture that race lead there on lap number 2, but unable to close it out there. Tyler Daniels, that fastest lap of 21, 7:46. Really able to get it done here tonight. Really impressed by that 45, but stick around. We are going to go ahead and head over to Victory Lane, get to chat with these drivers. So don't go anywhere. We will be right back. And we have made it over here, not to Victory Lane quite yet. We are going to talk to that 13 driver, Kaysen Howe, coming home in second. He's got to bounce out of here. So, Kaysen, tell me a little bit how that race went for you tonight. Great job finishing on the podium here. Feature race number 2, just outside of that podium there on the first feature. How'd this one go for you, pal?
It went pretty good. I just, didn't put as much laps in or as many laps in as I should have during the week because I was busy and kind of used the first race to learn. Had a good finish, and then the second race I started on outside pole and just kind of like learned the tire and stuff. So that was kind of hard to do while racing, but I tried my best to save. And Tyler just ended up getting around me and put up a little battle, but oh well.
A great result nonetheless. Good result there on that first one. Yeah, unfortunately, sometimes just not able to get those practice laps in throughout the week. How'd that track treat you here tonight? Did it do pretty good, considering the lack of practice laps?
Oh yeah, I mean, I just was patient, not normal for me, but uh, just kind of let the car do its thing and just turn the steering wheel and try to keep it free.
Well, awesome job. Congratulations here on your podium. Feature race number 2 here. Before I let you get out of here, who you got to thank there, Kason?
All the hot fuel guys, whoever's watching, you, Greg, Tyler for not wrecking me. Uh, that's probably it.
Well, awesome job there, buddy. Look forward to next week, the last race of the season number 2. Kern with some late model stocks. What you got for them next week there, Kason?
I have a lot of laps and late miles, so I'm gonna try to put some laps in this week, but I highly doubt I'll be able to due to stupid decisions that made me want to get a race car ready. So yeah, no motor, no wiring harness, and I gotta do all that in a little less than 2 weeks. So yeah,
Yeah, well, good luck there on that for sure. And congratulations, that podium here tonight. Look forward to seeing you next week, pal.
appreciate it.
All right, over here to victory lane, the race winner here at Richmond, sweeping the night. Not only feature race number 2 winner, but he sweeps feature 1 and feature 2. That Bright Flame Counseling, Daniels Motorsports number 45 there. Tyler Daniels, how'd you do that, buddy? Just able to work your way back through the field there. Feature 2 after the invert from 5th. Able to hold on to the whole thing from the pole that first race. Just how was tonight for you, pal?
It was a good night. I had a lot of fun. The first race, we had those cautions, I had some restarts. The second race, I, I got to give it to Kaysen. He drove his ass off. He did great. Um, he just right where I passed him going down the backstretch. I don't know if he got tight and had to lift, and I don't think he hit the wall, but something happened because I got a huge run on him, and I knew I had to make the move there. It was so hard. If you're anywhere close in speed with another driver, it's damn near impossible to pass on the bottom. The only way to get to him or get around him is to go to the outside. Really, that's why when I got by Fred, I was kind of surprised and happy that it was on the quicker side of getting by him. So I could start working on Travis. I know we got side by side once or twice. I was trying to talk Travis into it. I was like, man, if you let me go, we can go work on casing together. And of course, he was like, I ain't letting you go. I was like, well, you got to pass casing in points before you get to me, so it makes more sense, Like we can do this together. I was just mind games with him. It was fun. But no, I mean, Kaysen, I know he saved his stuff. I know he drove hard. He's getting better and better every week. He's getting closer every week. I know he kicked my ass at Langley. Um, so super cool to see him, week in and week out here with us and getting better and better. Props to him. I know he didn't want to finish second, but great race. I know it had to have been a good show right there towards the end between the two of us. But yeah, no, I just this track just it fits. It's comfortable. It's fun. I know the little ins and outs of it. It just fits the driving style for whatever reason. So the speed is just thankfully it's just there. I've definitely had to do some work on it. It took a few years for me to get comfortable, but once I did, it was just came to me. So super thankful, super happy about that. Um, Great points night, man. Super happy to have Bright Flame on the car and bring home another badass points night between Rogue on Sunday and Hot Fuel tonight.
Yeah, we got a grab of that endometriosis awareness ribbons there on the back too tonight. But a great
I
job by
love
that
that.
45. Yeah, we did. But yeah, definitely hung on. It was impressive to watch you work your way back up through the field there in feature race number 2. Kaysen definitely driving his butt off, keeping you back there, keeping you honest for sure here tonight. Made you work for it.
Yeah, definitely. And I can guarantee you that there's going to be a whole lot more of that to come. The more we drive with each other, in tight racing like this, the more comfortable we're going to get with each other as well. So I know he gave me a break there going into turn one lap after I got in front of him. I'm pretty sure his nose was actually touching my bumper the entire front stretch, so he definitely could have gotten me up the racetrack a little bit. But it's so hard to do on iRacing. I don't blame him for being nice about it. But he definitely had the opportunity, so I appreciate that, Kaysen. But yeah, the racing between him and I is just going to get better and better as we go here. So I don't I don't plan to give him any wiggle room, but at the same time, I know he doesn't with me either, and I look forward to it.
Awesome job there. Well, congratulations. The sweep here at Richmond. Maybe it's a little bit because you're a local boy too, a Virginia native. So I'm gonna give that to you, a little hometown win there for the 45. Tyler Daniels, that Bright Flame Counseling, Daniels Motorsports Machine. Great job there, buddy. Look forward to seeing you next week there at Kern Late Model Stocks. That's gonna be a fun one to close out season number 2.
Yeah, it ought to be a good race. I know it's in everybody's favorite car. But as always, got to thank Bright Flame for everything they do and supporting us and getting us out on the racetrack. Super happy to have them on the car. Always got to thank the wife for letting me spend the time sitting in this chair and staring at the screen, getting some practice in and getting the league going with Hunter. Got to thank you, Greg, for being up in the booth week in and week out and putting the effort in that you do. And obviously Hunter busts his butt to keep things going and try and keep the league in the right direction, especially here lately. I know he's been putting in a lot of effort to that, and it's going to show. It does show, and I'm super happy to be working alongside with somebody like him to be able to put on a league like this and come out here and have some fun. So no matter what, big thank you to him. Um, I'm pretty sure there's family out in the chat. Pretty sure mom's watching. Shout out mom, the Brave family. Pretty sure the grandmother's watching and some of the golf buddies too. So everybody's spent some time here on Tuesday night watching us. I appreciate it. Thank you guys. And I do one thing I haven't been doing the last few weeks. I do want to give now. If anybody here watching tonight is interested in running a short track league, feel free to message me or Hunter. We are recruiting. We do one little vetting session with everybody, but otherwise we are open to getting some drivers in here. So if you're interested, get with Greg, get with me, get with Hunter, whichever you can find, and we'll get you set up.
Awesome there. Well, congratulations once again. The sweep here at Richmond, the Twin 75s, winners of both there. 45, Tyler Daniels. Great job, buddy. Look forward to seeing you next week.
I appreciate it, man. Thanks.
And then that final driver on the podium here of feature race number 2, that 44 there, Travis Shepard, the Menards Monster sponsored machine here this week. Tell me a little bit about that race there, number 2. You also got third in that first feature there too. So 2 podiums there for that 44 here tonight. How was that racetrack? How'd these drivers treat you here tonight, Travis?
Man, that was a great race. I blew my tires there in the beginning trying to get around Kaysen, but I was able to hold on to third, thankfully. But I love racing Richmond. It's a home track to me. I literally live like 5 miles from it. I can hear NASCAR when they come into town from my driveway. It's a great track. I love it so much.
So definitely another hometown local playing a little bit of part. Do you run a little extra sim laps here just because how much you love it? It's local. You've been there. You've seen the races. Now you get to get on the sim and drive it.
Oh yeah, for sure. Anytime iRacing throws up a race or there's a hosted race at Richmond, I'm always in it.
Yeah, definitely one of those. That was me with Daytona, living in Daytona, right there on Nova Avenue. You could hear the race cars when any of the 24-hour or the 500 was in town. You could always hear the practices out there. That's an awesome sights and sounds for you there. But congratulations, 2 podiums here tonight. So big shout out there to that 44 there, Travis Shepard. Great racing here tonight and some great racing from the drivers here, buddy. Big congratulations. But before I let you get out of here, who you got to thank there, Travis?
I just gotta thank my smoking hot fiance as always, and gotta thank my smoking hot friend Cam watching the stream. Appreciate you, and shout out to my family watching and everybody else that stuck around for both races. I hope they enjoyed it.
Awesome job there. Well, thank you, buddy. Look forward to seeing you next week. The final race of season number 2 there, Kern Late Model Stocks. What you got for the field there, buddy?
Just going to try to get as good of a finish as possible. Tyler has the championship locked up, so it's me and Kaysen fighting for second at this point.
Does he mathematically have it locked up after that one now?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Winning both the first and the second race there, he already had like a 80-point lead on me and Kaysen tied for second. So, yeah, it's a done deal.
Got you. Well, let's see if that 44, that 13 can come home with second. Look forward to that next week championship fight, buddy. Congratulations once again. 2 podiums here tonight. Look forward to seeing you next week.
Thanks, buddy. I'll see you next week.
And that is going to do it there for our podium celebrations. I was going to grab that 51 there. Christian Austin finishing second there in feature race number 1. It looks like the winner and third both the same for both races. But Austin and Case and Howe kind of swapping that second spot there. Fortunately, he has left the building, so not able to grab an interview there with him, unfortunately. But big shout out, Christian Austin coming home with the podium there. Feature race number 1 in our twin 75s there with the second position. Great job there by that 51. But Tyler Daniels able to make the sweep. Howe finishing second here, feature race 2. Travis Shepard third in both of them. 75 laps here in the second one. 53 miles. So we went 106 miles around this race, or maybe 107, yeah, point something because of the little added decimals. But great racing here tonight. Great twin 75s. Not that many cautions. Not that many lead changes, unfortunately. A little bit of a one-lane racetrack here at Richmond, but put on a good show. A lot of side-by-side racing, and it was a lot of fun to watch. I'll tell you what. I hope you guys all had a great night here with us tonight. Take a look at that championship top 5 and where they all finished. Dunn finishing back in 4th. Howe back in 2nd. Shepard in 3rd. Fred Daniels back in 7th. But that's going to do it. Until next time, Greg Thilesen for Push the Edge Productions. Check us out all week long. Tomorrow, the Platinum Truck Series. Friday, come race with me there, 8 p.m. Eastern on Friday. All the rest of my broadcasts, 7:45 CST, 8:45 p.m. EST. Saturday will be the Heat Series. Sunday, Rogue Racing League. Monday, Inspired Cup Series. And then Tuesday, back with the Hot Fuel Racing Short Track League. Make sure you go drop a like on the video, hit the subscribe button, share it, and go like us on all the socials. Push the Edge Productions on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, all the socials. Go follow us, like the videos. But until next time, push the edge and find the limit. Yeah.